2, 1. Kia ora everyone, what's up, and welcome back to another episode of Hori's Tell Stories. Big week here in Perth, fight week, UFC 305, and we're very lucky to get someone on. He dishes out hidings for a living. Double champ in the XFC, yep, and UFC Contender Series coming up.
Yeah, brother. So I've been fighting for about 15 years.
Yep.
Well, most of my life, really.
Yep.
Growing up north, but yeah, got into the MMA scene back in Brisbane, and then just made my way through the local scene over there. Started with a tournament in XFC.
Yep.
Got the amateur bantamweight title. That's about 6-7 years ago.
Man.
And then won the Dan Hooker scholarship after getting tortured by him and a few of his mates for about 9 hours one day, and then moved over back to Auckland and been training with the City Kickboxing and obviously Dan's old gym, Combat Academy, ever since.
Yep.
And yeah, he turned me pro back then when I first started training with him, and yeah, been on a pretty good run ever since.
Mean, bro.
Yeah.
Mean. Before we get into all of that, tell us a bit about your backstory, bro. Where exactly are you from?
So I grew up in Te Tai Tokero.
Naughty North, baby.
Yeah,
Kazi.
up in the mountains of Pukati Forest.
Pukati,
Pukati, yeah.
I'm from Pangaru, Kazi.
Oh, you're from Pangaru?
Pangaru, Kazi. Yeah.
Here we go.
I like doing this.
Yeah, so I grew up in Rahiri, pretty much since I was riding horses since I was a kid. Just lived off the land, eh? So. Yep. My old man pretty much didn't have a job. He just hunted every day for wild pork. We grew all our own vegetables. We hardly went to the shop and stuff. Like, just real old school living. Yeah, it's not many people do it these days, but I'm grateful that I got to grow up like that. So yeah,
built different in the north. Neth is what we like to say to people.
Oh, straight up. People, especially like this one over here, like driving me around and shit, like realizes that people treat me like a real different because fuck, we're a bit nuts, bro. Yeah, it's an acquired taste, you know. When you drink that creek water for too long, I think it does something to your brain. Eh?
We're the north, baby. We're the north.
Bro, as a child, bro, what were you like? Mischief or?
Me? No. Yeah, bro. Obviously, just got two fingers, bro.
Yep.
Like, get up to whatever I can, whenever I can. Just trying to live my life the way that I want to live it, and obviously just enjoy myself. So yeah, I got into heaps of trouble growing up. Mostly just because I'm a tattoo fella.
Schooling. Where'd you go?
I went to Okoho College, Okoho Primary. Pretty much stayed there the whole time until I got sent to Brisbane when I was 15. Didn't go back to school though. Started doing like a mechanic apprenticeship. But yeah, just couldn't keep my hands to myself, bro. Yeah, like I got a big mouth too, so it tends to get you in trouble.
Yeah, it does, bro. It does, yeah.
That's those naughty north fucking.
That's it.
You know?
Yeah.
Just can't shut up sometimes.
Did you dabble in any other sports before?
Yeah. So I played Rugby Union. I made I got pretty far in it. Played for Northland, like the All Black development team, like the juniors and stuff. But I obviously just didn't listen, bro.
Yeah.
What position, Kazi?
Try scorer.
Oh, finisher.
I
Game winner.
I played halfback. Obviously, my size and stuff. Got good ball skills. Just like to, and chatting mad shit, just yelling at people.
It's always halfbacks, eh, bro?
Yeah. Just organising the team and like just pretty much telling the other team that they're shit and rocking everyone up, trying to get the forwards to be harder than they are and fucking run at you, big guy.
We got some similarities, bro.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, mean. And then what made you get into the sport of MMA, bro?
Oh well, so I was playing. I ended up when I got moved to Brizzy. My auntie sent me to Caboolture Snakes. So I played league for Caboolture Snakes for a couple of years.
Whereabouts was that? Brisbane?
Yeah, North Brisbane.
Country. Oh, okay.
Yeah, North Brisbane. And then I made Queens and Maldies. Shout out to Richie Puru and the boys, Josh. So I started playing with them, and it's like Ho Far or something.
No, we're far tournament. The 4 wins.
Yeah, that's it, brother.
We play this over here
in Perth. Yeah, so I was doing that, and then Richie was just like, bro, you know what? You come here, you're good at it, but you just want to fight people. He's like, go and fight people. They're paying people to do that now. So it's pretty much how I ended up in a jiu-jitsu gym.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. My missus at the time, her brother, he's like a UFC fanatic and just pushing me to do that. And so I went into jiu-jitsu and got a hiding from this chick. There was like 50 kilos on the first day, and I was like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
I was like, if this 50 kilo chick can, bro, that was so funny. So I walk in, doing the drills and stuff, and I'm just like, they're doing like hip toss, Ujimata. And so you grab the gi, grab the sleeve, like turn your hips and just throw them over. I drilling this for like 10, 15 minutes. And then the guy was like, oh, we'll go live. And I was like, oh, sweet as. And I was with this chick, and I didn't want to, like, you know, because I felt stronger than her and stuff. And I said to the dude, like, real big head, just absolutely no respect, go to the coach, like, hey, look, is it all right if I go with someone that's actually, like, a little bit stronger and stuff? Like, I just want to see if the stuff actually works. And he just looks at this chick and just gave her the nod, and I was like, he's like, have a couple more goes. And I was like, oh, yeah, sweet. Bro, when she grabbed the grip on my neck and then hip tossed me, like, threw me up in the air, and I was like, she had me like that. And I was looking down at her like, what the fuck? I hit the ground, and then she just straight into an armbar. And I'm like, just watching my arm getting broken. I'm like, ah, like, don't even know the tap. It was my first day, so she's like, tap, tap, and I was just going, ah, like, bro, absolutely,
stop.
Yeah, whoa. Absolutely embarrassed myself, bro. And I was like, if that chick can do that to me, I was like, I want to learn this, because I'm not a big human being, but if a 50 kilo chick can do that to me, I was way stronger than I was like thinking, like, well, this is the sport for someone that's like me, you know. I can use leverage and this kind of spatial intelligence just to manipulate leverage, and that way I can fight bigger guys. That was also what's happening in my head. I was like, I can fight big guys now with this skill. So that's how I ended up in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, mean, bro. And then you said from there you ended up going back home. And
yeah. Won the Dan Hooker scholarship.
How do you win that?
Oh, bro, he pretty much just tortured us for 9 hours.
Yeah.
So I flew there, bro. This is fucking crazy. So I hadn't been home for like 2 years.
Yeah.
I at the time I was broke as, like, had no money, and I was getting homesick as. Like, I was every day going to work and stuff, and I was just like, I need to go home. The last time I felt homesick, my grandmother passed away, so I was like, fuck, looking around like, who's old and gonna die? But I just kept getting this feeling, and then Dan put up this post about the scholarship. My missus at the time, she applied for me, and I got into the scholarship, and then so I flew over. My mum paid for my tickets to go over because I had no money. I just had the kids, my 2 twins. But then when I got there, my mum was like, do you want anything? And I was like, yeah. I hadn't been home for a couple of years. I was like, I want like 6 pints of Kinners, 3 pints of oysters. Bro, I ate them all at once, bro. Fucking crook ass all night up with the runs. I just sat on the toilet just shitting myself. I was going, fuck, how am I going to go on the mat tomorrow and do this fucking trial? Thinking all I'm going to do is shit myself in front of like fucking 100 people. So I just like munched like half a loaf of bread, clogged up my guts. Straight up. That's the only thing that I could do, bro. And I was like, fuck. But then ended up, so we started the day with a beep test. So that was it was 7 a.m. freezing.
What'd you get?
I got not even close to the end. No, I can't remember. But he said at the start, he was like, look, this is about like seeing you as a human being. So I was actually quite early, and it was like probably like 9 or 10, and I just missed the line before the beep. Like I was just cruising. Like just missed the line. I went beep, and then I put my foot over, and then as I went to turn away, I just see him looking at me like, you know that you didn't make that, and like in my head I was like, I missed it, and he just looked at me like, gave me a nod like, yeah, it's respect. I know that you could have made it. We both know I could have made it, but you know that you didn't. So fucking be accountable for your shit. And then it was a beep test, and then a strength test. So he made us do weights and all these pull-ups and jumps and shit. And then we did like a flexibility test. And then he made us do drills for like 4 hours straight. Like, yeah, bro. And you're fucked. Like hitting pads, like sprawls. And then he made us run from Ellerslie to the top of One Tree Hill. Ooh. Yeah, and then, bro, it's like 14 Ks. Yeah. And we had just been training for like 5 hours. So run to the top of One Tree Hill, had to run all the way back to the gym. And then Coach Hostile took over, bro. And Coach Hostile, for no one knows, he's Dan's old coach from Strikeforce. And just the old school gangster. Like, this dude just got that real old school mentality about hard work and, you know.
Get it done.
Yeah, just like man's done. Man.
Yeah,
like, he's a man's man.
No metrics, get it done.
Yeah, just be, you want to fight. So he took over and started making us do like 3-man drills. And he was walking around and he hypes you up, bro. He's like the ultimate hype man. So as soon as he he started taking the control. He's like, these ain't your fucking friends. They're here to take your spot. And I was like, in my head, I just clicked. I was like, bro, fuck these cunts, bro. They're here to take my life away from me. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I know that I got no money. I got nothing else in life. Fuck these cunts. So I was up on the ring in Combat Academy, and I was with these two big Islander fellas. They picked me because they thought I was like an easy route, you know. So I was like, yeah, I'll show you motherfuckers. So I just started like doing tie clinching and stuff. So I just like ripping their heads down, threw one out of the ring, and then the other one jumps in, and I'm like, throw him down on the ground, like standing over him, like, you know, just make them feel the mana, you know.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
And then that's when Hostile come over and he just gives me a nod. So Coach Hostile and Dan and a couple of other coaches are the ones that picked the winner. So out of 70 people, there was 2 of us that won. Brooklyn didn't end up following through with it, but yeah, so I ended up taking that, and it's changed my life, bro. I'm grateful as fuck to Dan, because without that fella, I know that all this stuff wouldn't have eventuated. Like, I got the talent and I got the drive, but sometimes you need good direction and someone that's done the stuff that you're trying to do.
Mentors,
you know?
In a way.
Yeah, he's definitely a mentor.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a positive one or not, but I got mad love for that fella, bro, straight up.
Yes.
So he mostly sort of worked with you on that whole mindset training, and it sounds like you're a bit of a winner, bro. You know, like winners are really tapped in the head, you know, the Mike Tysons and the Conor McGregors and stuff like that, but it's the mentor that keeps them in check, hey, bro, like to show you what direction you have to go in, or else you're like a bull out of a gate.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He's like points me in the direction. Run 100 meters, jump off that bridge. I ask no questions. Yeah. I don't look at what's over the bridge. I don't see if it's safe. Yeah. He tells me run 100 meters, I jump. I don't look. And that's like, I need that. I need some kind of direction. Otherwise, I just get a bit tutu, you know, and yeah, oh, what's over here? And next
one, positive influences, eh, bro?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
But you can see that mindset with a lot of the boys that you grew up with, especially around Okaihu and Kaikoi and stuff like that. That mentality got them into gang life. And got them into a little bit of trouble.
That's
well.
What I mean by being a tutu. Yeah. Like, you need someone to direct that kind of energy in a way that is positive or has a positive outcome, you know. It's funny, I was telling to my other mate, my cousin that come and see me this morning, the same reason that people hated me when I was a kid and why, like, when I was a teenager, just because I was like, I like being violent, and not in a bad way, but like, just that energy, you know. It's something like being able to use my aggression and stuff was something I valued, and no one else around me did at the time. It was a bit more like a hindrance for everyone.
Yep.
It's something that got me in trouble. That same thing that everyone hated me for then, that's why people think I'm cool now. Yeah. It's like, I haven't changed. Nothing about me's changed. Just the fact that the environment that I put it into is has a good outcome. So, yeah, just need to find your place.
It seems like you're surrounded with, you know, a lot of great people like Dan and their CKB. It must be a pretty special place. Yeah, like you hear like CKB's the best gym in the world.
Best gym in the world. It's a bit of a joke we have. Best gym in the world, Bob. Best gym in the world. But yeah, it's just 4 walls. That's what Eugene says. Yeah. Like, it's just 4 walls, bro. The work you do inside those 4 walls and the energy that you bring to that place is what makes it a gym, what makes it successful. At the end of the day, all we need is 4 walls. Today we're going to go train, and is it the Western Eagles or something?
West Coast
Eagles.
Yeah, okay.
So we're going to, like, you know, that's just 4 walls. At the end of the day, it's what you put inside it that matters. So CKB is the level of talent in that place, the level of hard work, the mindset that everyone has is ridiculous. These fellas are there to work, and they ain't there for any other reason, and they put it in and they make it happen, and that's why we're the best gym in the world, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever found yourself, like, you know, getting, you know, a bit ahead of yourself? Like, has there ever been moments where they've had to pull you back? Or like other fellas in the gym as well, you know? I mean, you got like star power like Izzy who's going out fucking dominating. And then
like you can't have an ego in our gym. It doesn't exist, you know? Like, where there's equal playing field, everyone is exactly the same. You do the same amount of work, everyone mops the mats. At the end of the sparring, they spin a bottle. If it lands on you, bro, you're mopping the mats. There's no hierarchy in that way, because that's what... Was that me? Sorry,
you're right, bro.
That's what makes the gym successful, is because if you start thinking that your shit don't stink, you start getting lazy. You start thinking that you can get away with things because you're this person or that person, or someone thinks that you're special. You're not special.
Yeah.
What makes you special is the work. So that's what keeps that level, and it's a standard that everyone upholds. Like, Dan's the team captain, and like he is the most consistent person I have ever met, bro. It's actually ridiculous. It's maybe slightly a mental illness.
What is mentality, bro?
Yeah.
What
Well,
is mentality?
we delude ourselves in a positive way, you know. Like people like to lie to themselves and tell themselves all kinds of things, you know, and trick themselves into thinking things. Well, why not do that in a positive way? You know, why not trick yourself to think that you're the best, but you still have to work hard? Like those things overlap in a positive way, then you get positive outcomes from it.
Because you can call out a procrastinator pretty early in those environments, eh, bro? Someone that's all chat,
Bruv.
no mahi.
When you're there every single day and you're doing exactly what you're meant to do, you know who's not there. You know, when you turn up every day, you know who's not there because they're not there. Like you don't even have to say anything. They know that they're not there because they're not there. Like, but because Eugene is there every day from 4 o'clock in the morning, and he's the last one to leave every day.
Yeah.
At like 10 at night. Like ridiculous, bro.
He's the fella that's created the system inside these 4 walls, eh, bro?
Yeah. Him and Doug Vining and the other coaches there. There's a few jiu-jitsu coaches and like there's a few lower level, or not lower level, but like boys underneath them, like Brogan and them, and just all the other trainers that help with the team. There's a boxing team as well. There's a kickboxing team. That system is built from the ground up, and to exist in those 4 walls, you have to maintain that standard, and it's infectious, you know. Yeah. You can't, if you come there and fuck around, you won't feel welcome.
Yeah.
You know, you can be from the other side of the world and walk in those doors and work hard, and you'll be part of the team straight away.
What an environment, bro.
You can be from next door and then come in and fuck around, and you'll feel like you're getting pushed out because they don't want that. Laziness is contagious too, you know.
Yeah, 100%. XFC, bro. When did that first come about for you?
It was actually my coach.
Yep.
At the time, Kieran Cronin, shout out to Casey. He runs Infinity Martial Arts up in Brisbane, and yeah, he wanted to do MMA, and that's how I kind of got into it. So, he fought for the amateur bantamweight or flyweight title. I can't remember what it was. Might even have been the featherweight title, and then I just helped him get ready for that, and then I just ended up loving it, bro. So I think I had 1 or 2 fights. The last time I got a hiding was on Eternal. That was like 2016, and then fought for XFC ever since. Shout out to the boys at XFC. They've mad looked after me, bro.
Yep.
Like, obviously I can fill a Mansfield tavern up with a few humans. Most of them just want to watch me get a hiding, but they do come to watch still. But there's still people there ticket. Oh, bro. I like, because when I moved to Brizzy, I went up there and just caused a ruckus, bro. Like just from up north, you know, got dropped in Brizzy and just caused the absolute ruckus. And then so I got into trouble with the local gangs and shit, and just because I didn't bow down. Like, I'm from the north, bro. I'll be respectful if you're respectful, but you wanna fuck around and find out. Like,
I love that, cousin.
You know, I'm down, you know. But that's just a respect for myself thing. I don't let people talk down on me and like that kind of stuff. You be respectful, I'll be respectful. But you want to like try front on me, like one of them come to my league training at Caboolture Snakes, bro, and tried to like flash a handgun at me, and I was like, oh, that's cool, and just grabbed it, and they all just freaked out, and I was like, bro, I grew up with shotguns and shit. Right, I was shooting fucking rifles when I was like 4 years old. Like, you fellas think you can scare me with a little handgun? I was like, that's fuck.
Are these the gangs in Brizzy?
Yeah, just the young fella gangs.
Yeah.
Like, I was 15 at the time. Yeah, just the young
yeah.
fella gangs. Like, and then like obviously going to parties and shit, they start trying to flex because they're like, oh, who's this new cunt in the hood? Like, and so, you know, they get drunk, get like fucking, or like talk mad shit to chicks about me, and I'm just like, I just go and step them out right in front of everyone. I'm like, fuck, you wanna talk shit about me? Right here, let's have a fight. And then like catch you at the train station, like this real hood, like you know, South Auckland and shit. Like, I see you, catch you slipping, like, fucking, that's us. But I garnered a lot of respect out of it because they knew that I was real. Like, look, if you want to shake my hand, we're good. Like, we can have a fight and be mates still. Like, that's cool, but if you want to fucking go around town talking shit about me, well, do something about it. Do something or shut your mouth. You know?
Yeah.
And that kind of just carried over into at first they just wanted to beat me up, and then they realised like, oh, he just keep coming back if he gets a hiding until he wins. If I'll see you tomorrow, bro. If I bash me today, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. But then those guys, they ended up starting to come watch me fight.
Yep.
And then it just kind of grew from that, and that's kind of how.
Now they're your biggest supporters, cause
yeah, bro.
Yeah. They're like, fuck yeah, I used to have fights with that fella, like, you know. But it's at the end of the day, it's just love. Like, I got no animosity towards anyone really. I don't even take myself seriously, so why would I take you seriously? Yeah.
So you're undefeated, in the XFC,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. So I haven't lost a fight since 2016. That was an amateur fight, which is ironic. Bro, I started sipping my own fucking boost juice.
Yeah.
Won my first fight in like a minute, and then just everyone in my ear going, "You're the man, you fucked up."
Yeah.
And just started listening to the voices, bro, you know? And got a good fucking hiding because of it. I started smoking chop bongs and not training, thinking I could just turn up and bash any gun. And then, it was ironic as fuck because the dude's name was Aaron.
Yeah, right.
Shout out to Aaron Lexu, but forgive me of mad hiding because I'll never let that ever happen ever again, because my mum and like 90 of my friends were there, and my missus at the time just had kids, and my mum was crying, bro. I got like 30 fucking 7 unanswered shots to the face. That dude head kicked me, kneed me in the face. Like, I tried to jump a ghillie after he was like smashing my fucking head in. Jumped the ghillie, fell off, hit the floor, and my head was just like bouncing off the ground. Like, it was just bouncing my head up. My mum was like screaming, trying to get in. The security's grabbing her. And that feeling right there is the reason why, if I ever lose, it won't be because I didn't work hard enough. Yeah. Like, I knew in that moment that I could have won this fight if I actually trained. So that's why when you see me enter the cage now, how confident I am, because I know that I couldn't have done anything else. I know that, like, when I walk in that cage door, there's nothing that could stop me, you know, because of what I've done, the things that I put myself through, and the people I train around, and that was an important part. I'm glad it happened that early in my career, and I'm glad you can't lose that, especially your mum crying.
Yeah, hard.
Like, watching your mum cry next to the cage, bro, is the fucking hardest thing that I've dealt with. Like, and it scarred me so bad that I made sure it will never happen again. But yeah, got a good hiding from Aaron back in 2016. But as a pro, I'm undefeated. So I've had 10 pro fights. They don't add the Arsenal X ones because technically they're not mixed martial arts, but
yeah,
I reckon that's a fucking stupid idea.
A lot of your fights have been pretty quick as well, eh?
Yeah. I don't get paid by the hour, cuz yeah. You know what I'm saying?
No scaff rates over
Yeah. I don't get paid. Fuck. I spend enough time in the gym. I ain't here for fucking fun. Like, fuck, break out the beers, boys. You know? I'll smash this dude's head and let's call it an early night, and we'll just have a few days on the piss.
Just thinking about that though, because like even just playing league, I remember when we used to watch like video of the other team. So because your fights have been so quick, they wouldn't really have much.
Nothing to study, bro.
Nothing to
study. You can't make tape of me. And the funny thing is every fight that I have, I fight a different way.
Yeah.
I circle to this side, I circle to that side. I have a long lead hand, I have a short lead hand. My range changes. If you're like, because our gym is so good at breaking down people, like systematically breaking them down, taking away their weapons, and then using them against them. If you try to do that to me, you can't really do that. You're going to have to build your own game plan, and either it works or it doesn't.
Yeah, bro.
You know, it's not like you. For example, like the Max Holloway fight, they used Max's jab against him. So most of his combos started with a jab. So you move away from his lead hand towards the power hand and take away his jab, then he can't get his combos off, and that was his best weapon. They took it away from him just by circling a different direction. You know. And that was from just study after study after study after study of watching tape, and then realizing, like, there's the chink in the armor. We'll attack that, and then look what happened. Yeah, made Max look like he wasn't a world-class fighter, which he is. He's the fucking man, but you know, strategy. You know, I love that shit, man. That's that people think that fighting is like a brute force game. If you'll notice, like, especially the boys from our gym, they're all really articulate, they're all really intelligent, because the way that we fight is there's a system that you have to understand in order to not just understand it but be able to apply it. You got to be pretty smart. So we're a product of that, bro.
Do you do a lot of that like yourself, like a lot of video study yourself,
I
or is
don't.
that like coaches that?
Run 100 meters, jump off the bridge.
Yeah.
Don't even look, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Who's your opponent?" Doesn't matter. I don't find out until they put the poster up.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Whatever Hangman says, you do.
I
eh?
do.
Yeah.
If he says just fucking low kick his leg off, then I just do that. Like it's not. Look, they're smarter than me at that. It's like me trying to do their job. I can't do their job, so I'll do my job, and I trust them enough. I know that they're smart enough to figure it out. That not my problem. Not my problem. I'll just do the drills that they do, and in the fight, and look what happened. Like every single time, I made some world class kickboxers look fucking like they weren't, just because of the strategy they gave me.
That overhand right looks pretty good though, cuz you train that quite often.
Oh, yeah. I fucking learned it off my dad. I caught a few of those on the chin as a kid.
But you perfected it.
Nah, the overhand's like, I don't know, it's just like a natural thing that I always threw. But Dan actually taught me how to punch properly. Well, once he done that, because I started breaking my hands and shit. But once he taught me how to punch properly, it's a whole different game, bro. Like just the way, like you got to structure your hand, like your wrist, your forearm, your shoulder, and like if you can time it, and then I'll explain it real quick. But like so when you make a fist, right, naturally, like it's curved. Look. So if you're gonna like structurally, that's not really that strong because it's gonna roll. So what you gotta do is like tense your forearm like you're holding a hammer like that, and then what it does, it smooths out your wrist. So then the bone gets behind the bone, and then if you're throwing a straight shot, you gotta like lock your elbow, and then that's locked here, and then your shoulder, and then so when you connect, you're not actually hitting them with. This is the end of the weapon, and that's not where structurally the power is coming from here. Yeah,
From the
but
trunk
yeah,
and the lats.
Your arms are made to bend, they're not made to be like stuck straight. So you gotta like structurally build all this, and then once you do that, like, and you feel it, and then you tense, like you're relaxed, so it's fast, all the way out, and then right on the time that you impact, you tense everything, and that's what creates like another shock.
I felt that.
Yeah. You do, bro.
Oh, ouch.
You can tell when someone's hitting pads properly, or when they punch you properly, because you like it just jars your whole body. Like there's two types of punches. One where you kind of just see stars, and then the others when it's just like your nervous system, like the plug in your brain. That's where the wires come out.
I can feel this.
Come down your neck, so it just like jolts your whole. It's just like like it's yeah. When you get hit by people like Dan Hooker and shit, you're just like, whoa, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
Sounds it, bro. The Contender, bro, UFC Contender.
Yep.
How'd that come about for you?
Just kept knocking people out, and then got the call up. I think Sean Shelby. It was funny as I've been not saying it on the camera actually. I'll tell you after. Just a joke that Dan makes, but Sean Shelby seen a few of my highlights, and then after the fight in Brisbane, the XFC one, they made the highlight when I soccer kicked the bro in the guts. Dan sent it to Dana White, and then Dana White just sent it back. And then we're inside the club, bro. This is like a cool moment. So it's me, all my boys, and Dan, and then Dan didn't tell me that he sent it to Dana White, and because Dana White doesn't reply to anyone, like not even any of the boys,
true.
Like on Instagram. Dan sent it to him, and then he just like looked at me in the club, and I was like, what the fuck is this guy gonna do? I'm like, he's a bit unpredictable, so I was like, what the fuck is he going? What's he doing? He looks over and he's like, come here. I was like, fuck. All right, come over. I'm drunk as. And he just gives me his phone, and I'm like, fuck, what the fuck? Look at it, and it's Dana White. Yes, and we just like grabbed. Fuck yes! Right inside the club, there's like fucking bottles everywhere, and I'm like, the fuck, we're on, boys. We're going to fucking Vegas, baby. It was an epic moment, bro. Me, John Bucket, Dan, a couple of the cousins. It was grateful as fuck, bro. I'm grateful to have this opportunity. And
when does that all kick off, bro?
Fuck, like 4 weeks I fly to Vegas. I haven't even been to fucking Wellington, bro. It was the second time I've been to Perth. Like, I've been absolutely. I got sent to Brisbane, got stuck there for 10 years. I didn't travel anywhere else. I pretty much banked on the fact that I was going to become a UFC fighter to travel the world. So I haven't traveled at all. So yeah, fuck, go to Vegas.
Vegas, baby.
Mean, cuz.
Yeah.
September 17th, because Contender Series is on like a Wednesday or some shit.
Yeah.
How long does that go for, bro?
It's just one fight. Yeah. I get one opportunity to get my foot in the door, and then once I get my foot in the door, brother, I'm going to take the whole fucking house.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's mean, bro. Yeah, that's
Fuck some nervous systems up.
Yeah. Hey, I know where the off button is. That's all I know.
Yeah. So Vegas in 4 weeks, and then does that just lead into a contract like straight after that one fight, or?
Yeah. I'll be making these jokes. So it's like The Bachelor.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like The Bachelor. You go there, and if she thinks that you're pretty, then you get a rose. You know. So you get one opportunity to show Dana White and Sean Shelby and them that you can be an entertaining fighter. And it doesn't matter if you win or lose. You could not get a contract, or you could, and it's just purely based on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, earlier before when you mentioned something, bro, you mentioned something about Duplessis.
Oh,
do you want to share with us?
I was talking mad shit in the hotel room last night. Oh, in the hotel lobby, because it's like all the fighters at the fucking hotel.
Are you all at the same spot?
At the
Yeah.
Crown.
We're at the Hyatt.
Oh, Hyatt, bro.
Yeah.
The other boys are at a secret location, but they gave us their rooms that the UFC have supplied, and I'm one of those people, bro. Either your family or your foe. There's no in between, you know. Fuck the ops. That's what I was saying last. I was in the middle of the lobby going, just videoing myself, me and the pro balls. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. But I was like, all these motherfuckers around there, like, fuck the ops, bro. Fucking think that they can talk to me, bro. If you're fighting my teammate, you're not my fucking friend, bro.
Yeah.
Like, stay the fuck away from me. Someone's coming up trying to talk to me. What a Duplessis is. I think it was his brother or something, bro. I don't know. But he's like handing out fucking hats and trying to give me a hat. I don't want your fucking hat. Respectfully. Like, he's like, where are you from? I was like, New Zealand. And I was like, you're the ops, bro. Don't talk to me. And he's like, oh, what? And I was like, he's trying to like come in front of me. I'm like, bro, trust me.
Yep.
You don't want these hands. Like, fucking, just be respectful and I'll respect for you. Don't be a fucking dickhead. And then so he like comes up, and then other bro Morgan, he was gonna come, but he got a little bit drunk last night.
Yeah.
I don't know where. I don't know how. Definitely wasn't with me. I'm an athlete, guys. Yeah. So I went up to talk to the guy, like, hey, just fucking chill out, bro. And then Morgs, he's like Gracie black belt Jiu-Jitsu. So he's with one of the Gracie's daughters. Great people, bro. But Morgs is like old school like us from up north. Like, if the boys are up, then we're up, you know? So I got up to talk to this guy. And I didn't realize that Morgan's like right behind me, like hanging onto the rails, just like, fuck, what's up, G? And I turned around, and because the security started coming over, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I was like, no, we're all right. And I was like, let's go, Morgs. And Morgs was just like, nah, G, fuck this, bro. But I swear it was Duplessis' brother, bro. I don't know. He looked like Duplessis, but like, slightly less athletic.
It might be one of the Springboks guys, because they're in town too.
Oh, are they?
Play on Sunday night.
Fucking might be, bro.
Malcolm Marks or something.
Springbok rugby team.
He looked like a footy player.
Yeah, true.
Fucking could be, G.
Might have been Steph Dutoit or something like that. Just a fan.
He looked like Duplessis and that were in there earlier. Like, just right. They got into the elevator, and this dude was hanging around. Then he went out and then come back. So I just assumed that he was with them. And then, he's like slightly uglier, slightly less athletic version of Duplessis.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Crack up.
It was funny, bro. So I was like, I was just making videos just so they fucking know. And because one of the other guys come up and try to take a photo of me, and he was like, oh, yeah. My teammate, Dada, might be fighting you. And I was like, you're fucking disrespectful to your teammate, bro. I was like, have some fucking respect for yourself. I was like, just because the chick's got big tits, and if you got a missus, don't be staring at this chick's tits. Like, have some respect for yourself.
It's
like,
hard though, yeah.
But hey, you know, like he come up as a fan, and I was just like, fuck, bro. Like, if you were my teammate, I'll tell you that you're a dickhead. Don't go take photos with the fucking ops, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess that's just maybe a fun-off thing, maybe just a me thing. I don't know. I'm like that, you know. Either you're with me or you're against me. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's respect, you know.
Does that happen quite often, bro? Like, you know, like you fellas will cross paths, and then these fucking like.
Oh, like okay, this is something that Dan explained to me. It's like when you know someone else is about it, you know what's going to happen if something happens. You know, like if two people if two dogs that bite come across each other, they know that if they start their interaction, someone's getting bitten and bleeding, and they're probably both going to go to the pound, you know? So, when you know someone's about it, you don't really do that. Like, I know if I get into an altercation with someone, it's going to be like not a great outcome. So I don't do that. It's not. But I'll say what's on my mind, but I'm not going to try and... There's no point, you know? There's no point. It takes the money out of it. It takes the respect out of it. It takes the you know, there's no tikanga on that. That's how I feel about it. Some people like to just go chat shit, but either you're fighting or you're not. Like, there's no in between in that either.
So the pig dogs, because there's the bailers and there's the holders.
Yeah. Fuck, if you're gonna trail bark all the way over the Mongo, leave you alone, bro. Fucking follow me out the door or something. I don't know. But yeah, I was saying this to the other bro last night. Oh man, I'm just remembering half the shit I talk. I can't keep up with myself, bro.
Young, cuzzy.
Oh, I was fucking can't even remember what I was going to say now. Fuck, I missed it.
You with the break?
Hey?
You with the break?
Yeah. I can't remember what I was going to fucking say. I got heaps of stories, bro.
Yeah.
I can't.
You're from the north there.
Yeah.
Here's a story. Do you want to tell us about your
my
local,
mata
bro?
order?
Yeah.
So I got my mata order last year, in March, I think. From Anikaro Harawera.
Anikaro, Anikaro.
She is on, bro.
That's Hilda's girl, eh?
Yeah, that's the one.
Girl.
That's the one.
Yep.
So she done my mata order up in Karaia.
Karaia, yep.
Yeah, at her studio. Shout out to Ani, because she made me look way prettier than I am. But yeah, so my mata order is pretty much Raheri's two wives. So Ahuaiti Whakaruru. That's where Uenoku and Kaharo come from.
Yep.
And that's pretty much the start of our whole tribe. And yeah, so this side is Ahuaiti and this side is Whakaruru. They come together because I'm from both sides. They're all inbred far off together to make me. I am the centre space down the middle. And then I have around my mouth done, that's my immediate family. My nose done because of the mātauranga, the knowledge that I've inhaled, and then my lips done because of the reo that I can speak. Not as much as I would like, but
not as much as the Harawaitas anyway, bro.
Oh, I tell you,
they're
bro.
on.
Oh, they're on with everything. I
On.
got mad love for them, bro. They, especially Ani and that, they definitely looked after me. So I got two women. It's buzzy. I got two women on my face. I got a woman to moko me. And the buzzy thing is that obviously I rep Raheri hard, and my tupuna Raheri was one of my goals, is to get that name set out all over the world. That was one of my initial thoughts, you know. Raheri ki te ao. And the wero that I do, the if you know, it's
Your
got
chant.
my challenge that I do when I weigh in, the first face-off is the same karakia that Raheri did to Karo when he was born. Sorry, what was...
No, you're right, bro.
And he gave his son to Tumatoinga, to the God of War. So they think that I'm saying it to them, but I'm actually saying it to myself. So in that moment, I give myself to the God of War. Yeah, pretty much to say, like, use me as your weapon. And yeah, I think that's why they can feel my modi, you know.
Because I'm waiting for one of them to flinch back when you pukana after it,
Bro.
because you say it quiet as.
Yeah.
And then the quick pukana, bro. I'll buy one of the bros to step back. You know?
The dude that's Aboriginal is like standing on one leg. He nearly fell off his leg, like because he's standing like that. You know how the Aboriginals do. And then I had another one. Oh man, I was one of these other ones. I was doing the pukana, and I was like looking at him, like, you know, so he can feel me. And he like trying to like go around it, but it looks like he's trying to kiss me. If you rewatch the video, it looks like he's like trying to get out. I was like, what the fuck? One of these chicks sent it to me, and I was like, was he trying to kiss you? I was like, oh, that actually looks like, yeah, fuck, that's pretty fuzzy.
That always throws someone off, cuz, I'll tell you that much.
What's that?
If they try and kiss
Okay.
you, bro. Yeah.
Hey. Oh, yeah, I'll give you the whole tongue, girl.
Oh, buddy. auntie, but a transgender, I didn't have to do the hongi or the kiss, yeah?
Bro, you just do both, you hongi and just go.
Straight on,
the cousins, like, especially like the lesbian cousins or like, you know, the gay cousins, they try and get around the day, and I'm just like, nah, bro. I'll hongi them and then give them a kiss, or kiss them and then give them a hongi, and I'm like, oh fuck, you're playing both sides of the fence. I can do whatever I want. Hey, let's not pretend, guys.
Yeah. Crack up. All right, bro. Well, I know you got to shoot out of here
Yeah, I was just
quickly.
checking my phone real quick. Sorry, bro.
You're all right, bro.
Just make sure the boys aren't freaking out.
You're safe, bro.
They
You're safe.
so we got training with all the boys.
Yeah.
But no one trusts me, so I'm just double checking my timing so I don't piss anyone off, because that's why I mostly have a handler, because I'm very 11:30. Yeah, we got time.
Sweet. All right. Well, I know, Joe, you got some questions for.
Yeah, cuz we've got some quick
For the bro.
questions, eh?
Yeah, sweet.
All right, bro, you got to choose one. Just choose one.
This sounds like a setup.
It is. Hangi or boil up?
Boil up.
Fry bread or rewana?
Fry bread.
Kino or power?
Kidna.
Steinies or lion red?
Back in the day, Lion Red, now Steinies.
Ooh. Kamate or kapo or pango?
Oh, kamate.
You like to win by a kick or a punch? Choose one.
Yeah, punch.
Punch. Nice, Kazi. Mean.
Yeah.
Predictions for this weekend, bro.
The boys are gonna fucking run through these cunts. That's all I know.
Yeah.
The energy in the gym and the way that they've been training. Israel looks phenomenal. Dan's the fucking best shape of his life, bro. Like, honestly, I've never seen a more scarier Dan Hooker than I've seen in the last few weeks. He's on top of the world, bro. And Kai's looking sharp.
Yeah.
He landed a few fucking right hands on my face in the last couple of weeks that, I wouldn't wish on many people, to be honest.
Yeah.
So the boys are on. I actually, I just hooked up with Betcha, which is like NZTAB. They've joined together to like a new betting company.
Yep.
New TAB type stuff. It's called Betcha. So they gave me some money to bet on it, and I just chucked a whole lot on the boys. So, hey, we're either getting paid or we're getting paid.
Yep.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
Rounds or knockouts, bro?
Dan definitely knockout.
Yep.
Probably just by pure violence.
Yep.
Izzy's gonna just slow cook this cunt. When you have fight someone like that you have animosity against, once you break them down, you want to watch them bleed. You know.
Yeah.
It's don't give them a quick way out.
Oh, yeah.
Dan always gives people the option, like he'll shoot a gilly, and like if they don't have their mana, he'll give them like an easy way to not get hurt.
Yep.
But I think like Israel, from what's been the animosity between him and Drickus, and because what Drickus has said, especially about being the only African champion. He's gonna slow cook him, bro. He's gonna marinate the fuck out of his body, and then he's not gonna let him out easily. That's all I know. And Kai, I think Kai lands that right hand. It's the dude scrambles like fuck. Ursich is really good. I got mad respect for Ursich, but I think where Ursich is good, Kai is just a little bit better.
Yep.
And I think that Ursich, if he gets hit with Kai's right hand, that's game over.
Mean. Last question, bro.
Yep.
Tauzemup.
Tauzemup.
I remember that from back home hard. How'd that come about, bro?
That was actually my mates getting smart to me.
Yep.
So, because obviously from up north, I used to go out to parties and stuff. Like, we used to have real cool house parties when I was a teenager. Like, it was sick.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hundreds of people.
House parties back,
Garage.
Hard.
Yeah,
Like,
run out garage.
Go off, bro. You know,
bro.
we're like 14, 15, 16-year-old kids were having massive ass parties. I don't know what our parents were up to back then. Well, not mine, because we were never out at my house, but...
Sometimes they don't even know who you are and you're just there, eh?
Yeah.
Just rock up to
it. Was buzz. Yeah. Like that. But then obviously, just alcohol and young testosterone full teenagers can get yourself in trouble. So I just thought that I was the toughest things fucking ever, you know? So I'd just try and fight groups of people. Even like, I'll just turn up the parties by myself and shit. And then like people would be like, fuck off. Like, all right, let's go. And then, you know, just try and fight groups of people. And then I'll get heaps of hiding, not for sure. But my mates just started making fun of me, like, oh, you think you can toes everyone up, eh? Toes them up, eh? Fucking. And it was like, was actually like a hara on me because it was like shame, you know. Boys would be like, "Fucking think of that," and then so I didn't really like the name, and it was only when I fought for the amateur title, my mate, he was they were trying to ask me for a name, and my mate put it down for me, and shout out to Liam and Flynn, but they pretty much named me Tauzemup, and then now it's like a cool name, but back then it was like felt. Everyone said it was like, oh, shame. Like,
A little bit hoary, cuss.
Oh, like,
a little bit hoary.
No, it was shame because of all the dumb shit I did, you know? I just wasn't cool. Like, fuck, you're an idiot, Tauzemup, like, you know? But now it's like, oh, you're cool as Tauzemup, like, so, yeah.
Like, it'll be a...
Fuck, I've got to admit, Kazi, when I first come across your Instagram, when everyone started to really talk about you, I seen the Z in there.
Yeah.
I didn't read it as Tauzemup. I thought you were a Delhi from up in Kaitaia.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so I thought it was like an Eastern European middle name.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then I heard someone say, oh, that's that old Tauzemup.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck, is that what it says?
Yeah, well, I don't really make it easy to read, especially because it doesn't, like, if you don't know how to pronounce my name, and because all the Aussies were calling me Tauzemup for ages, and it was just like, oh, it's... They're like, Aaron... Tauzemup, Tau, and I'm like, no, that's not how you say my name. I was like, you got fucking 10 toes on your foot, bro. It's not that hard to pronounce. It's toe like on your foot, but just our pronunciations are different.
Be mean to hear Bruce Buffer say that one day, bro.
Well, that's what Dan was cracking up. He was like, fuck, I can't wait for Bruce Buffer to say that, bro. Fuck, it's gonna be funny.
Hard. All right, Joe, do you got got something to close?
Yeah, bro. So this is actually a really relevant to you, Kazi, that being ready and then just having that mindset to attack. You can definitely influence, but even champions can't control the outcome, but you can control your attitude and how you deal with it. Whānau, less hui, more dui. Let's go.
That's it, whānau.
Yeah.
That's it. Mean.
I like that, brother. I like that. Chat.
All right, Aaron, bro, appreciate you coming on, sharing your story, brother.
Thank
Just
you very
want to
much
wish
for
you all the
having me,
best, bro. And no doubt we'll see you in the UFC soon, brother.
You fucking definitely will, bro.
Yeah,
Fucking
good luck,
oath.
Kazi. Mean.
Mean. All right, whānau. Catch you later.
Cheers, whānau.
Later,
Cheers.
Paul.